Hello divers, I'm Stefan, and today we're gonna speak about the diving cylinder or diving tank. That's the first part that makes the difference between the snorkeling and diving. So being a diver means being autonomous, like taking your air reserve with you underwater. So you're not tied to the surface with a snorkel tube. Okay, that's the diving tank. His components are the cylinder itself. That's an 11 liters. Looks like that. It has a boot, the bottle protected by a net, a handle that helps us transport it more easily, and that's the interface between the diving tank and the regulators. Okay, so the diving tank can be made out of steel, which is heavier and it has negative buoyancy, which means it's gonna pull you underwater, or aluminium, which is neutral buoyancy. I heard that aluminium tanks, when they're empty or when you can let them underwater on the sand, the upper part is gonna stay near to the sand and the bottom is gonna raise. Okay, so this is an 11 liter diving tank. I made some calculations. So if you're using an 11 liter diving tank pressurized at 220 bars, this means you have 2,420 liters of breathing air. 15 liter tank at 220 bars means 3,300 liters, and an 18 liter tank at 220 bars will have 3,960 liters of breathing air. So it's just multiplying the volume in liters with the pressure in bars. Of course, you're gonna want to come to the surface at not less than 50 bars, because on the pressure gauge you're gonna see that 50 bars it's red zone. So if you have 220 bars, you have 70 bars to go away from your starting point. At 140 bars start to come back, so you'll still have at least 50 bars when you go out. That's minimum. Okay, so the diving tank has the boot. The boot protects the bottom part and lets you put the diving tank straight up, but it's not recommended to store them straight up because they can fall. That's the net, which protects the steel tube in our case, and also makes some space near the boot so the water can drain. The cylinder itself, which has some stamped data somewhere around here, like date of manufacture, date of hydrostatic test, nominal pressure, and others like brand of the manufacturer. The handle, the tech divers will not have net handle and the boot, because it can cause some problems underwater. Okay, and the part that connects with the regulator. Here we have a protecting cap, and you can see down here I have this one is a DIN adapter, because my regulators are DIN, but the gas bottle comes with this adapter. So screwing this with a hex key, and now you're gonna have a yoke diving tank. Yoke system is one of the systems that the diving clubs abroad use very often. The yoke system is something like an A-frame that goes above the bottle. It has a screw, but the O-ring can be damaged more easily on that system. So I used the DIN Then fitting, we have also 5 screws or 10. It has an Viton O-ring on the other part. Okay, that's the air from the bottle. So you just mount your stage right here. First stage, which will reduce the pressure up to 10 bars. Then you have from the stage you have high pressure port for the pressure gauge, so you can always see, and you should remember to check often your remained air pressure. And another 2 hoses for your second stage, your regulator, and the octo, which is the reserve one. Okay, so we have first time we're reducing pressure from 220 bars, or how many bars we see on the pressure gauge, to the 10 bars through the first stage, and then on the pipes we have 10 bars until breathing pressure. Okay, I repeated several times that this is an air tank. We're breathing air. Usually people who are not involved in diving, they say oxygen tank. No, it's totally different. Oxygen tanks are for rescue, they're for decompression stages, but above 6 meters depth, that's totally different stuff. We're speaking about air tanks. Air means 21% oxygen. You can also bottle in this nitrox or trimix or different, but not pure oxygen. Pure oxygen, it's a totally different system with different O-rings. Pressurized oxygen can explode, and that's totally different thing. Okay, so that's your friend. It's really worth to have at least one cylinder per diver. Have it for yourself. Just take care to check it periodically. Check your O-rings. Take it to a diving center to fill it up, so you don't have to rent it. That's the air cylinder. I wish you fun. If you like the short movies I make, please like, subscribe, and share it. Bye.